fascinated by muslin, arguably the greatest cotton the world has ever seen, which was grown and woven in a place which is now Bangladesh. Woven air, the lost perfection of woven air, exquisite and rare. I saw it once, a small precious piece of which legends are made, delicate and posthumous, hung for posterity, a figment of nostalgic past, behind distorted, clouded glass in our National Museum, though now it can only be seen at the V&A as the Kohinoor. Through that sacred weave, what wonders were achieved. 6 yards through a single gold ring with ease, the desire of queens, kings and aristocracy from Dhaka's nourished delta banks, the mighty Brahmaputra flanked. Woven by fingers nimble, over centuries refined to intricate cloth divine. The wish to touch it just once as running water through my hands. Bengal's fine cotton, sought after far and wide, traded in ancient Mosul since Ptolemy's time. On a teeming jetty in Shodorghat, Dhaka's river port, the dilapidated congestion, old juxtaposed with garish new, a long-forgotten fulcrum of name and fame, I'm taken back again in my mind to a place of cosmopolitan bustle where travelers pass through millennia, when Egyptians wrapped their exalted dead in revered and coveted muslin thread, almost ethereal, woven wind and mist, prized in ancient Rome and by the Greeks, from Egypt to Ethiopia, China, Thailand and Burma, Malay, Java, Arabia, Persia, Armenia. Much later, the Europeans, Dutch, Portuguese, French, and of course those British, came for the finest gauze. So sheer it was even multi-layered, it would make him blush, as if her body was smeared with pure water, its texture like starch in moist autumn air, its transparency as early morning dew on grass, so extraordinarily fine its undergarments did not last the night. Fine reams, a symbol of dreams to reach those heights. Nurtured from fertile alluvial plains, a unique amalgam of sand and clay, quenched by lively rivers, free-flowing from lofty tops down to earth's earth. Bengal's wisdom and ingenuity forming its birth. Craftsman's ways, young women spun in damp days moisture-stretched filaments during the rains, otherwise too brittle, as men brought that short staple yarn into translucency, weaving within it thousands of our years. Finally, stifled with inhuman tax and protection of Europe's markets, with chopped-off skilled thumbs it succumbed, throttled, as artisans with nature's tools were not given their rightful due. Yet again, we found a global place in the textile race, with tables turned as factories and machine cogs of an industrial era that spurred the mighty wealth of the West, built on ours. Muslin, unabashedly courted scandal, touched in innocence, strangely liberating, a white simplicity as humble Bengal huts from whence it came, to conquer Mughal courts and take center stage in the most fashionable soirees of Europe and America. We lost it, sabotaged, defeated, leaving us to settle for an ocean of mediocrity. A forgotten testament to attaining the pinnacle, the vestige of wistfulness, the wish to wear it just once, the lost perfection of woven air, exquisite and rare. Women and the threat of violence against women remains the major issue that Bangladeshi women are fighting against. The sound of silence. The sound of silence, excruciatingly loud, deafening those who still remember that lilting walk, carefree talk, charming twinkle of sidelong glance, poignant dignity of stance, carrying her subtle style, an infectious smile, generous with her laughter, as it now echoes. in the sound of silence. So beautiful, so young, long, thick, shiny hair, oiled with care, to waste, can still taste blood in air, gushing from her throat slashed rare. Punctuating flashes pierced those nearby, as visiting nightmares were hidden under a silent shroud, never uttered aloud. She fought valiantly as he grabbed her waist down as she tried to break free, found she could not, while he violated her every orifice. Triumphantly, she was now his. She ran as torn, bloodied scraps fell. As she tripped, that sharp, sharp glint was held against her neck, used with a deliberate intent. She never stopped her screams until they finally died with her. His father, her father's brother, her chachato bhai, own family and kin, why reveal the shame and sin? Family ranks closed in. Her mother wept till her heart bled and begged when the police came to break it down, the wall of silence. In the bedroom, her mother's plea to her husband that her daughter would not sacrifice her right to find justice in death. It was not to be. Preserving faith, allowing vicious violation, murder and rape to escape into the sound of silence. Hold me close. Hold me close. Shield me from susceptibilities and pulling tides. Draw me tight as I fit your form and we move together. The hypnotic rhythm that still drugs me into your trance. And hours pass as the moment lasts. The sari is a very versatile garment, and even though you can wear it and make it your own, you end up realizing that you're connected to the wisdom and the strength of the many women who've come before you. Sari reams. She will wrap around and circle gold, embedded with tresses of time, weighed down by river foams, embodied and enshrined. Mothballs stale in silent air, unraveled as time stood still. As I bring water-filled hands to cover my face, I see my mother's reflection, and within her, her mother's too, and in the void wonder, visage of my daughter's cue. With heavy dampness as monsoon waters cast the dice, this entwined piece of cloth, with centuries embroidered worn, intricate of form, engraved to body's desire, clings to droplet perspire, to carry on with defiance, or shield space within, each thread with the past cushions, our place in the future we're in. She will carry it on her, proud and hair piled high, or cascading, free and wild, whatsoever her choice. I remember the faded picture, my mother's wedding one, with a gold circle nose ring, and now I see it in my own. I grew up in England, and when I went to live in Bangladesh, people used to often ask me that, don't you miss England? And I wrote this poem. Among this all, strange sensations, the foreign and familiar, entice me to take a dip in this sensuous abode as I journey this road. High on the idea that this place is mine, it's part of me, that this is the way it was meant to be, as I begin to see the world as it is, among this all. Green mango with red hot chili and salt, crushed, not shaken. this all too known and unknown, imbibing through me till intoxicated by the notion that out of this pain, despair, and high-speed stress, we'll bear testament to the test of how to live and strive and feel really alive among this all. Against the canvas backdrop of a mixed potion of all the frustration and hope it inspires, with the beauty and imagination it inspires, drenched in the hypnotizing tropic heat, to rise and meet that ultimate challenge of survival and revival among this all. The land of sunsets and sunrises, red, yellow, and Shonar orange, light up the sky glow. And I throw fragments of judgment, wild peaks of Hunket green, and specks of golden light flicker as an old 35mm camera projects the good old days. The parade of possibilities excites and ignites the longing and determination to overcome, as if just begun, among this all. The stench of long days of toil with little to show, the vibrant rainbow rickshaws flashing as they go, the high-rise contradictions and sensory overload, the strength and quiet dignity of those on silent mode. The indomitable spirit of Biplobi past, the color array of women breaking tradition at last, the dynamic exports of international fame, the migrant masses from whose savings we gain, the corruption of politics by those with no shame, the constant madness of this insane game, the mind-pounding struggle of countless miles, the enduring bonds of family ties, the shining resilience of warm smiles, the haunting Sufi song on wooden boat, the fascinating megacity about to choke, Nazro, Tagore, the epics they wrote. Among this all, you can dance. You can dance in the pouring moonlight, Josna Rate. As night shapes, take the stage and escort your spirit to its own destiny. Thank you.